Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So we're going to discuss about salary. Okay, when we say salary, it is a fixed amount of money that an employee typically receives on a monthly or bi-monthly basis, but it may also be expressed as an annual sum. So take note of the word fixed amount of money. Okay, so that is a salary. So okay, let's compute the salary. So we have a problem that Pilong works as an employee in a rural bank. If he earns 360,000 in a year, how much is his monthly salary? So we are asked to find his monthly salary. So we all know that 1 year is equivalent to 12 months. Okay? So, kung alam natin na 360,000, ito, okay, so we are going to divide this into 12 para malaman natin kung magkano yung monthly salary niya kada month. Okay, so let's get the quotient. So, 12 divided by 360,000. So, we can get the quotient of 30,000. Okay, so ibig sabihin, this is his monthly salary. Okay po, so si Pilong ay nakakatanggap ng 30,000 monthly. Okay, so if we are going to check this, so 30,000 times 12, so the answer must be equal to 360,000. Okay. Next, wage. What do you mean by the word wage? So it is an employee's compensation that is based on an hourly rate or pay, the number of hours worked. So when we say the word wage, it is based on hourly rate of pay and number of hours worked. So usually, class, this is called part-timer. Diba? Yung mga crew sa fast food chain and also mga tutors, ganyan, tutorial center. So, they are paid by hourly. Okay, by oras ang bayad sa kanila. Okay, so, this is the formula for computing the wage. So we have wage is equal to the number of hours times hourly rate. Wage is denoted by W, capital W, and number of hours denoted by small letter n, and hourly rate is denoted by capital R. So as you can see on the triangular formula, we have W over so you can see R and N. So if we are asked to find the numbers or the wage, so we just have to multiply the number of hours and the hourly rate. So if we are asked the hourly rate, so we're just going to get the quotient of number of the wage and the number of hours. And if we are asked for the number of hours, we're just going to get the quotient of wage and the hourly rate. Okay, let's compute for the total wage. Okay, so Bareg works in a tutorial center that pays him 75 pesos an hour. He works 6 hours a day on weekdays and 4 hours every Saturday. He rests on Sunday. So how much Bareg's weekly wage? Okay, so alam natin na si Bareg ay 75 pesos per hour. Okay, so weekdays, yan. So, nakakailang oras siya sa weekdays? Nakaka 6 hours. Okay? Sa Saturday, siya ay nakaka 4 hours. Okay? So, how much is Bareg's weekly wage? Okay? So, we have 6 hours. So, 6 times 75. 75 per hour. Okay? So, we have 450 pesos. And sa 4 hours times 75, meron naman siyang 300 pesos. If we are going to get the total of this, we have 750 pesos. So this is Bareg's weekly wage. Okay. Next. Yan. A manufacturing company pays its workers an hourly wage of, so same lang, 75 baht for a minimum of 40 hours a week. Okay? So, kailangan magre-render sila ng 40 hours a week to earn 75 pesos per hour. So, the question is, can a worker receive a total weekly wage of 4,000? Okay? So, 40 hours a week. So, tingnan nga natin kung makakaabot siya sa 4,000. So, 75 times. So, ito yung wage niya pag naka-minimum siya na 40 hours. So, 75 per hour, then minimum of 40 hours. So, we can get total of 3,000 per week. Okay? So, 3,000 per week. Ang question is, can a worker receive a total weekly wage of 4,000? Okay, so let us see. So, 4,000. So, we have to subtract 3,000 to 4,000 para malaman natin kung ilang yung kukulangin or ilan yung i-a-adjust niya. So, 1,000. Ilang 1,000? Ilang 75 kaya yung meron sa 1,000? So, we have, let us see what's the quotient. Yan. So, it is 13.333. So, we can estimate this as 14. Okay, so 14 hours. Okay, so kailangan mag-render siya ng 14 hours or mag-overtime siya ng 14 hours para at least 14 hours to get or to earn 4,000 a week. Okay? Kasi look at this. So, let us see. So, 14 times 75. Okay. So, 14 times 75. So, 1,050. Okay. So, 1,050 pesos. Tas plus yung minimum niya na 40 hours. So, this is minimum, Minimum of 40 hours a week. So, nakaka 3,000 siya sa minimum na yan. So, pag pinag-add natin to, we have 4,050. So, almost, no? Nakaligpas tayo dun sa weekly wage na 4,000. So, ibig sabihin, the worker needs to have an overtime at least 14 hours. 14 hours. 14 hours. The worker needs to have an overtime at least 14 hours to receive a total weekly wage of 4,000. Okay. So, nakalagay dyan, yes. So, kulang tayo, class. So, yes, he can receive lagyan natin dito. He can receive 4,000 weekly. O, bahin natin class. I will paraphrase. Kasi medyo kulang na tayo sa space. I will rewrite. Question is, can a worker receive? Yes. He can receive total weekly wage of 4,000 pesos. Okay? As long as he will have an overtime of at least 14 hours. Okay. Okay, so we answered the question. So yes, he can receive a total weekly wage of 4,000. Okay, now let's proceed to income. So what do you mean by the word income? So when we say income, it is a total amount that people can earn from their employment, from their business, for their investment, and professional services that they render. Okay, so when we say income, it is the total amount, okay, that people can earn. Okay, so now let's calculate the income. So first, a teacher receives a monthly salary of 8,000. She also works as a tutor for every hour of for 3 hours every Saturday. Is she paid 150 an hour for her tutoring services? So how much is her total monthly income? Assume that there are 4 Saturdays in a month. Okay. So we are asked to find the total monthly income. And we all know that the teacher receives 8,000 monthly. 8,000 monthly salary. Yan, so meron na tayong 8,000 siyan. And we have to compute for the tutor. So yung sa ng tutorial. Every Saturday, nakaka 3 hours siya. Okay? And then, meron tayong condition na we assume that there are 4 Saturdays in a month. So meron tayong 4 Saturdays in a month. Okay? So, para malaman natin kung magkano kinikita niya sa tutorial, yan, we have to multiply 3 hours each Saturday, and for Saturday yun. So, 3 times 4 is 12. So, 12 hours. Okay? And that per hour is 150. So we have to multiply it to 150. So the answer is, okay, so 12 times 150, the answer is 1,800. Okay. So 1,800, this is the teacher earn in tutorial. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, we have to add his monthly salary, okay, and her tutorial fee, or tutor fee, okay, which is 1,800. And if we add them together, we have 9,800. So this is his or her total monthly income. Okay? Okay, next. Let's have number 2. Problem number 2. Amlong works as a waiter in 3 Hours Cafe. He works 8 hours a day, and he receives an hourly wage of 60 pesos. Amlong is required to work in 6 days and in a week. But during a certain week, he was absent for 2 days. How much his total income that week? So si Amlong ay required pumasok ng 6 days. Kaya lang, in a certain week, meron siyang 2 absent. So we have to deduct 2 to 6, right? So the answer is 4 days. So big sabihin, ito lang yung pinasok ni Amlong. Okay? 4 days. So now, sabi dyan, magkano yung income niya in that week? Total income in that week. So we all know that 8 hours each day. Okay? So we have 4 times 8. Okay? So, kasi dyan, kaya why 4 times 8? Kasi sa isang araw, nakaka 8 hours siya. Right? So, 4 times 8 is 32. So, ibig sabihin siya ay nakaka 32 hours. And each hour is equivalent to 60 pesos. So, we have to multiply 32 to 60. So, the answer is 1,920. So, this is his total income in that week. Okay? So, 1,920 yung kinita niya in that week. Okay? Na meron pa siya nga, biruin nyo class, meron pa siyang 2 days absent. So, what if kung siya ay walang absent? So, mas malaki yung kanyang sasahurin. Okay? So, let's proceed to benefits. So, what do you mean by the word benefits? Diba? Alam natin pag sinabing benefits, ito yung mga bonuses. Yan. So, yan. Dahil nga magpapasko na. So, 13-month pay. Okay, 14-month pay. Yan. So, when we say bonuses, this is not just a 13-month pay, 14-month pay, and bonus. Okay? It is such an additional compensation such as transportation allowance, housing, group insurance, rice subsidy, and other more. Okay? Mayroong naman phone compensation, may mga free phone, ganyan. So, pero in company use, mga cars, ganyan. So, yun. Yun yung mga types of benefits. Okay? So, solving involving salary and benefits. Okay? So, we have here a situation. Yan. Suppose a company A, so we have company A offers you a monthly salary of 30,000. However, the workplace is far from where you live. So, you are planning to rent a house near it. And the rent for the house that you are considering is cost 5,000 a month. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, si company A, malaki ang sahod, which is 30,000. Pero it is far away from your work, from where you live. And you have to rent a house which costs 5,000 monthly, ha? On the other hand, we have company B, offers you a monthly salary of only 27,000, but provides a free accommodation near your workplace. Based on the given information, which company is offering a better compensation and a better benefits package? So let us see. So we have here company A. Yeah, and we also have company B. Okay? Company B, ang kanyang compensation, okay, is 30,000. Okay? Company B, ang kanyang compensation ay gawa tayo ng table. Ayan, hindi perfect no class. Okay. Yan. So, assume na lang natin na pantay-pantay. Okay. Ayaw niya talagang pumantay. So, anyways, tanggalan na lang natin ng line. Ayan. Okay. Then, si company B, ang compensation niya ay 27,000. Okay, but si company A, you have to rent a house which is cost you 5,000. Okay, you cost you 5,000. While dito, free accommodation. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, at the end of the month, pag pinag-subtract ko to class, the answer is 25,000. Okay? So, monthly, pag company A ka nag-apply, you will receive 25,000 monthly. While kapag kay company B ka naman, you can receive your salary in full, which is yung 25,000 plus, you have a free accommodation. Okay? So, what will you choose? Okay? So, I will rather choose yung free accommodation. Even though, kung titingnan mo yung compensation, mas malaki si company A. But, the rent for the house that you're considering kasi is 5,000. That's why, nag-less tayo ng 5,000. Pero kung walang condition na 5,000, you can rent like yung mga space beds, or this cost you 2,000 pesos. So, mas lalamang si company A. Pero, ang kinonsider kasi is 5,000 ang rent. So, if we're going to choose which company, I choose company B. Okay? Even though it is 25,000, it's bigger pa rin and you have a free accommodation. That's the good thing. Okay? So, unlike sa company A, you have to rent, which cost you 5,000 at it will last your compensation. So, from 30, magiging 25,000 na lang. Unlike a company B, it will remain 27,000 plus you have a free accommodation. So, I would rather choose company B. Okay? So, in terms of offering a better compensation and a better benefits package. Okay? So, let's fill up the blank. So, we all know the triangular. So, we have N and we have R. Okay? So, ang nawawala ay C, N. So, if we are going to get the number of R's, you have to get the quotient of the wage and the rate. Okay? So, we have 2,100 divided by the rate, which is 175. So, the answer is 12. Okay, let us see. Okay, correct. Next. Number 2. So, N pa rin ang nawawala. So, 3,500 divided by 280. Encode that in your calculator. So, you have 12.5. Let us see. Okay, correct. Next. So, ang nawawala ay C, R. Okay, so W over N. So, we have 4,500 divided by N. So, the answer is 450. Ayan ang kanyang hourly rate. Okay, do not forget the peso sign. Okay, next. Ang nawawala ay si wage. So, we have 25 times 100.50. So, ang kanyang wage is so, we have 2,512.5. So, this is the wage. Okay, correct. Next. So, ang nawawala ulit ay si rate. Okay, so we're just going to get the quotient. So, we have 12,000 divided by 60. Encode that in your calculator. So, the answer is 200. Yeah, so 200 per hour. So, kung 200 per hour, tas 60, ang 60 hours. So, meron siyang 12,000. Okay, next. We have the piece rate pay. What do you mean by the piece rate pay? So, it is usually on the factories. Yung mga workers in the industries are often paid according to the number of pieces or units they produce, which is usually called piecework or piece rate pay. Yan, binabayaran sila according kung ano yung nagagawa nila per unit or per pieces. Okay, so if production sales did not meet or exceed the quota, only the standard wage is paid. Okay? Kahit hindi nila ma-meet yung quota nila, for example, ang quota nila per day is 100. Tapos ang nagawa lang is 50. But still, they will receive the standard wage. Okay? So, on the other hand, if the production or sales exceed the quota, the worker will receive a standard pay and a premium for the extra units. So, ibig sabihin, may additional pay sila kapag nakalagpas sila sa quota. Okay, so these are the formulas. Yeah, so standard pay, it could be number of working hours. Okay, it could be number of units produced. Okay? So, number of working hours times the rate per hour. So, that's the standard pay. Also, number of units produced times the rate per unit. When we say premium pay, extra unit divided by the quota units. Okay, for example, ang quota nila is 100. Ang extra units niya lang is 50. So, 50 divided by the quota units times kung magkano yung standard pay na nakuha niya. Okay po, which is, pag sinabi natin standard pay, it could be the number of working hours, it could be the number of units produced times rate per unit. And if we are going to get the total pay, we're just going to get the sum of the standard pay and the premium pay. Okay, let's apply. Yeah. So, we are assume Rodel Morada is paid 14 pesos for every small bag he makes. Okay, so 14 pesos for every small bag he makes. If he produced 250 small bags, what are his total earnings? Okay, so this is standard pay kasi wala namang kotang nakalagay. So, 14 days is the number of units produced. So, 14 times ilan yung kanyang nagawang bag? It should be 250. Yan. So, 250 yung number of units produced times doon sa kanyang hourly rate, which is yung 14 pesos. Okay. So, the answer is 3,500 pesos. So, this is his total earnings. Okay, so 250 is a number of units produced and 14 is the rate per hour. Okay, so next, let's have number 2. And Gregorio's daily production is 105 units during an 8-hour work, for which he is paid 86.20 an hour. So, ibig sabihin, si Gregorio, per hour niya, so kada 1 hour, meron siyang 800, sorry, that's not 800, 86.20 pesos. Okay? So, he received a premium. Wait lang, class. Adjust ko lang to. Ayan. Kasi may kasunod pa pala siya. Yan. So, lagyan natin dito 1 hour. So, kada isang oras, meron siyang 86.20 pesos. So, he received a premium for extra units he produced the day of work. Find his gross pay. So, letter A day when he produced 100 units. Nag-produce siya ng 100 units. Kaya lang, hindi siya nag-exceed. Why? Because on the daily production, si Gregorio ay nakakagawa ng 105 units. Okay, so we can say, the units he produced on that day does not exceeds to his quota. Okay, which is kanyang, ang nagagawa niya kasi per day is 105. And on that day, ang nagawa niya lang is 100 units. Okay, so thus, he only receive standard pay. Okay po. So, 8 hours. So, ang kanyang standard pay, so 8 hours times, magkano siya per hour? 86.20 pesos. So, if we get the product of that, we have 689.6. Okay, let me rewrite this. 0.6. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung kanyang standard pay. Okay, next, we have letter B. Okay, I will change the color. So in letter B, another day when he produced 130 units. So ang na-produce niya na is 130 units. And this is exceeds doon sa kanyang quota na 105. Nakukuha? So we have premium payment or premium pay. Okay, so premium pay is equal to extra units over sa quota. Quota units times sa standard pay. Ngayon, the question is, ilan yung extra units niya? So, 130 minus 105. So, the answer is 25. So, 25 yung kanyang extra units over 105, which is yung total units na quota niya. Plus the standard pay, which is 689.6. Okay? Get the quotient, then multiply it to 696.6. So, we have 164.19. Ito yung kanyang premium pay. Yan. Okay? Para malaman natin yung gross pay niya o yung total earnings niya, gross pay or yung total earnings niya, diba? We have to add the premium pay and the standard pay. Our standard pay is 689.6. Our premium pay is 164.19. If we get the total, we have 853.79 pesos. So this is his total earning or gross pay. Okay, so this is for today. So I hope you learned something from me. You can message me anytime if you have any questions. So thank you very much. God bless everyone.